up my peeps. Hey, what if Deku was a Street Fighter? I'm not sure right now. So, and this Deku,
You need
he's
to
gonna,
learn to track.
it's gonna be the same school. Cause if you look at the school, Deku really didn't grow up in a nice area. Like he was not rich. He's not rich. But he's gonna grow up in a little worse part of town, just a little bit worse. Because I'm pretty sure he did not go. If you look up at that area, that's a housing complex, bro. And I'm pretty sure, bro, if you really look at it, bro, Deku was raised in the trenches. But yeah, so Deku, and this, he's gonna be raised in the even worse part of town, and the same part, like, and he gets bussed out in this, like I do, to a better school, because Angle will be like, I don't want you to go to a real bad school, but Deku, he raised, bro, people get jumped, bro, stabbed. Shoot, there was even a shooting there, bro. And you know, they don't be playing about with them guns. Shoot, bro, there's Yakuza by, no, there's like this street gang right there, but they got ties to the Yakuza, bro. That could be getting bullied, bro. As soon as they find out he don't get no hurt, bro, people be jumping him, bro. Angle brought him a real nice pair of shoes, bro. Someone took, Deku was like 7, bro. He was walking home, bro. Someone came out. This like, this 15-year-old came out of nowhere, bro, and just fought Deku. He knocked him out, bro, and took Deku's shoes off, bro, and left him with his socks, bro. So like, Angle ain't got no money to do better, because I'm only saying this, Hisashi's just a deadbeat, bro. He don't care about Deku. Hisashi off someone, bro. He be popping up in Deku's life, bro, in the birthday party, bro. He be like, and I'm out. I ain't never gonna. Yo, if y'all know where I got that from, bro, comment down in the comments, bro. So like, yeah, he just leave, bro. Shoot, Deku. But I'm gonna say in this, Deku got an uncle, bro. His uncle was like, I'm gonna say he has like, yeah, uncle. Yeah, he has an uncle. Angle just got her cut from her mom. Her and her dad and mom, Deku's grandfather and grandmother had a totally different quirk. So Angle got her quirk from her mom, and Deku's uncle got his quirk from his dad. And Deku's what's it called? Uncle's quirk is basically just learning faster. And it's almost like Taskmaster's, but a little bit less better. But so like, Deku's uncle been hearing about what Deku's been going through. He like, hey, cuz I don't care, bro. You gotta learn how to defend yourself, bro. We start to fall, cuz I ain't letting my nephew getting jumped like that, bro, and beat up. So they start slow. So like, Deku, he's like, oh, Mister, I'm not sure if I can do this, Uncle. I'm just gonna call him Uncle Tanaka. Uncle Tanaka, I'm not sure if I can do this. He like, hey, you my nephew. And we don't go out. We don't fold like that, bro. You're not gonna be like your dad. You're not gonna let your responsibilities go, bro. So they start slow. I'm just gonna say Deku's dad knows. Deku's uncle knows 12 martial arts. Kickboxing, Taekwondo, BJJ, wrestling, judo, kung fu, Muay Thai, jiu-jitsu, karate, and some other two, Wing Chun and Krav Maga. Yeah, bro. I don't even know how martial arts. So yeah, they start. Deku's uncle, he's like, here, let's start with the fundamentals. We're gonna start on boxing. So Deku Deku's uncle just teaches him to do a jab at first, but Deku actually picks that up really quick. He's like, alright. He picks that up in like 30 minutes. He can do like a really intermediate jab, but like it's good enough to defend yourself. And then he teaches Deku how to do the jab cross. So he can do that both intermediate. He can't do the footwork though. So like, and then he teaches Deku some footwork, like to move and stuff. Not like the head work and all that, but like so. And finally for that day, because I'm gonna say this is a Saturday on a day off. They just spend the whole day doing that. Like all the way until like 3 o'clock in the morning. He gets him up at like 7. He finally teaches him like the how to hug someone if they get too close, like. So yeah, and this actually comes in clutch next day, because I'm gonna say Deku's getting bullied again next day by people his age, these 7-year-olds, when he's walking to school. He still gets bullied by Bakugo, but like by the time he gets to school, Deku already has his bruise, but he has even more bruises, and then he gets shrunk. So like Deku got it rough in this, bro. So like Deku, he's walking to school, and these like I'm gonna say these 2 9-year-olds, bro. They just come out the cut. They like, oh look, it's Deku, bro, with his bougie ass, bro. Going to a different school, bro. Yo, you afraid of coming to school here, bro? He knows we would beat his motherfucking ass, bro. Yeah, I'm trying to do a hood, bro. He know we would beat his motherfucking ass, bro. We would rock his shit. And Deku's like, please, just leave me alone. I'm pretty sure it's something like this, bro. But like, Japanese delinquents. Here, I'm gonna try to do a better Japanese one when I get back on it. He's like, please, just leave me alone. And then the delinquents are like, huh? What are you gonna do about it? You know we would knock you out, cuz. And Deku's like, I warned you. And then he just punches one of the bullies right in their face, and the bully's just shocked. He's like, oh my god, and he just starts crying and running away. And so does the other delinquent. He was like, god damn. And Deku's like, god damn, they really are punk ass bitches. He was like, Deku doesn't say that, but he's like, Deku's just shocked. He was like, they're supposed to be the strongest guys, and they just ran away. That's the big. He didn't say that. Yeah. So Deku, he just runs to school, bro. So while he's at school, Bakugo comes up to him. He's like, what's up, Deku? Why you sitting here, Deku? Why you breathing, Deku? Bro, for real. Kachan always doing something like that, bro. He always, bro. Before this, bro, Kachan was on some different stuff, bro. Is Deku even breathe, bro? He would be like, oh, why you breathing, Deku? And Deku's like, Kachan. And Kachan's like, Deku, what you doing in my seat, Deku? And Deku's like, well, I sat here yesterday, Kachan. He's like, Deku, I told you to stop calling me Kachan, bro. And he's like, I'm about to explode you. I'm about to your life. And he's like, I'm tired of this, Kachan. I'm gonna sit here and you're gonna like it. And Kachan's like, who you talking to? And Deku just gets up and punches Kachan right in the face, bro. And Kachan just bleeds, bro. And Kachan's like, oh. Kachan just puts his hands on his fingers. He gets some blood and then licks it. He's like Bruce Lee does, and he's like, oh, it's and he just explodes Deku right in his face, bro. The lackeys don't get involved. He's like, let me take care of this myself. He's like, any one of y'all, he would have knocked y'all out. So, like, by the end of this, bro, like, and Deku gets suspended, but no, he gets expelled. Actually, no, suspended for like 10 days, and that Bakugo only gets suspended for 2 because technically Deku did start from punching Bakugo in the face, but Deku's bleeding like profusely, bro. He got bruises, black and blue bruises, bro. He got a dent on his head, bro. But like, he's actually smart. He feels better about himself, and even though he was getting beat up, he was enjoying it. That doesn't sound good, but he was enjoying the fight, not getting beat up. He's not a masochist, alright? So he's a bloodline. And he goes home and his uncle's like, I heard you got in a fight. And you got beat real good. Deku gets mad a little bit, but he's like, nah. Everyone gets beat from time to time. Everyone must accept their loss. You accept that loss and take it on the chin and go back. You go back and fight them every day until you win. Yeah, take the loss. This is from the offer. Take the loss here. You accept the loss if you ever get in a fight, but don't fight them. Don't go back and fight them every day. That's a little bit too extreme. They come at you again, you fight them, but don't just fight. Don't challenge them to a fight every day on some animation. Don't do that. Don't do that. So that can change some boxes for the rest of the for 6 days. Non-stop boxing training. He learns some more punches, the uppercut, the cross, some more punches. He learned some footwork and all that. But he mostly worked on some head moving and all that. And then his uncle's like, alright, I see. And his uncle was like in the MMA, but he's coming up, like, and this you get to use your park in MMA, so, but only certain types of park. You can't use no emitter, bro. You can't. It has to be like a physical park. But like, even then, Deku's dad, he's real good, bro. He be taking out people who are like as strong as muscular, bro. Or strong a little bit, maybe even a little bit stronger. Fat. And as fast as, like, yeah, and real fast too, bro. So, like, yeah. So, like, Deku's dad's like, alright, so I see you're real good with with some boxing. I'm going to sprinkle in a little bit of Muay Thai. He's like, so in Muay Thai, people don't know how to check leg kicks. He's like, but that doesn't seem too effective. He's like, no, leg kicks are one of the most effective tools anyone can have. If you don't know how to check a leg kick, you're pretty much done. It can take, you could be 5 foot and take out a 7 foot dude with just leg kicks if he doesn't know what he's doing. You leg kick the mess out of that dude. So Deku, he just starts practicing them leg kicks with his boxing and all that. He learns like in some elbow. He learns also an elbow. So like when Deku comes back in, Bakugo's like, so if you ever, he's like, so you want to fight me again? Come to me. I've gained a little bit of respect for you, Deku. And then he just pats Deku on his shoulder. He's like, and Deku's like, Kachan respected me? And then Kachan just smacks Deku on the back of his head and then just pushes him. He's like, I may respect you, but I'll always be better than you. And he just kicks Deku in his head, bro. That was cringy. Yeah. Deku just sits there. Fine, bro. No, he doesn't cry, but Deku's like, I got you. I'll see you again. No, forget all that. As soon as Deku just punches into the class where he just punches Bakugo right in his face. It's like, he fights him every day until he wins it, bro. And he loses again, but like I'm gonna say this goes on for like Angle. I'm gonna say Angle tells him Deku to lay off, bro. Like, yo, like, bro, I don't want you getting expelled from that school, bro. Lay off, bro. So like, but they put Bakugo in a different class, and I'm gonna say Deku trains until he gets into middle school. I'm gonna say this is the 7th grade. Uh, so and this, so Deku, by then, by this Deku, he's like mass, master boxing. He's developed an ability that he doesn't know about. It's basically like Taskmaster. He can watch people find songs and predict it. It's not as good yet, but it will be there. Shoot, Deku's real strong. He's like as strong as like the average 20-year-old. So like super strength for like I'm gonna say what's the first year? 6th grade. He's like 11. So like yeah. So they're in different classes into middle school. And I'm gonna say they really haven't seen each other because BC comes and picks him up and they have like different lunches too, so like yeah, they really don't talk to each other. They see each other a little bit, but like there's security guards, bro, and everything around there, but they all around Deku and Bakugo, cause like they it's on site. It's on site. So like yeah, Deku he just when he comes out, bro. He comes out, he knows some Muay Thai, and he just started some wrestling, cause he's like, I need to get this grappling though. He comes out, he see Bakugo, bro, the first day of school, bro, and Bakugo sees him, bro, and they both know it's arguing. It's like, Deku, he just runs up, bro, and just knees Bakugo in the head, bro, on some martial arts stuff, like he did some bent ice cream, bro, and he knocks out Bakugo, bro, and he doesn't even know it, bro, so he starts punching Bakugo in the head, bro, and this makes Deku look like a crazy person, bro, but he didn't know Bakugo was asleep, bro, and then two like freaking, no, three freaking teachers just come out of nowhere and just tap Deku off of Bakugo, bro, and Bakugo's just asleep, bro. He's like, and then Deku's just like, I just gave him the
3-piece with the soda.
But yeah, bro, Bakugo was asleep, bro, and people are like, oh my god. Some people are laughing, some people are like, oh my god, Deku, oh my god. It's mostly the girls. Some, like, how there's always that girl yelling for no reason when a fight happens. They're like, bro, I'm gonna put a girl yelling in the sound effect when I'm ending this video. Alright, so we're gonna skip into the last day of school. By then, Deku has stopped finding Bakugo because after then, Bakugo don't want no more smoke with Deku. Like Bakugo was traumatized after he got knocked out like that, bro. Like people, like bro, his lackeys don't hang around with him, bro. People look differently at him, bro, because he got knocked out by Deku. At first, people was like, Bakugo must be weak, bro, and then Deku came out and knocked him out, bro. And over the years, Deku has become a street fighter, bro. He goes out and just fights. He fights gangs of people, bro. He beat up a whole gang, bro. He beat up these fake Yakuza members, bro. He was doing all this, bro. And like shoot, bro. I'm gonna one day before the last day of school, bro. So he was walking home, bro, and like this whole gang of people, bro, like I'm gonna say like 35 people, bro, just come out the cut, bro. Deku's even better than his uncle at martial arts at this point. He know more martial arts than him, bro. Like Deku, after that day, Deku just went non-stop training, bro. He don't even bro. Since he developed that Taskmaster thing, bro, He can just watch his teacher do something, bro, and just replicate it, bro. Like, he's non-stop in the gym, non-stop training, bro. Right? This man basically Goku, bro. He's superhuman strength, bro. Like, bro. Like, bro, one time he was fighting this dude, bro. He picked up a whole dresser and just threw it at the dude, bro, and knocked him out, bro. He crazy in this, bro. He knows how to use what? Yeah, no, he knows how to use some weapons, but like he just started his weapon training, bro. He like, nah, bro. Like, shoot, he not getting one for all on this because he basically a whole different person, but he still wants to be a hero, but not for the same reason. He wants to be a hero to fight, bro. He want, bro. He wants to be a hero to fight people, bro. He wants, he wants, he wants to knock out people, bro. He loves fighting, bro. He's the Goku of this world, bro. So shoot, he fought this dude. He fought 20 people. So all these people just gang up on him, bro. That he just gets in the air and just does a whole spin kick on some like action movie stuff, bro. And they like, what the freak, bro? And then he just elbows this one dude, bro. He picks him up, bro. Throws him at these three guys, bro. He runs over there, bro. Kicks him in the face, bro. He dunks a punch from behind him, bro. Grabs him, bro. Twists it, breaks it, bro. Then he jumps up into the air, bro. Headbutts this one dude, bro. Some dude comes out with a pipe, bro, and then he just Deku dodges it, bro. Grabs the pipe, bro, and just elbows the dude, bro. And then he drops the pipe, bro. Deku just starts going savage on these people, bro. By the time it's done, bro, these dudes got broken, bro. Deku's a badass, bro. And all these two have quirks, bro. Some of them had the middle quirks, bro. Some of them had super strength quirks, bro. Some of them had super speed, bro. They all had pretty good quirks, bro, for like a villain, bro. Like, bro. People know not to fuck with Deku, bro. Deku's famous where he comes from, bro. Like when Deku comes into the hood, bro, all the gangsters be like, "Oh shit, that's Deku, bro, run!" I don't tell him that shit, bro, from the wire, bro. Deku, Deku upset, bro, cause like the reason that's why he wants to become an all hero, but he even tried to do some sports events where Deku already champion, bro. Like, bro, bro. I'm gonna say he was even on the news, bro, for being the strongest, quickest person in the world, bro. Like they like, oh shoot, bro. They like, bro. This man changed the whole way of how people think of poor people, bro. It's bro. People know not to mess with Deku, bro. Deku's famous where he comes from, bro. And I'm gonna say, the last day of school, when the teacher not even want to say Deku's name, bro. The teacher is afraid of Deku, bro, because Deku's fought a teacher before, bro. But like they was about to spell Deku, but he like, nah, you not expelling him because he said that to the teacher. And the teacher was like, nah, we not expelling him because he's like the chill sunny, bro. He's like chill sunny. When Deku says something, it goes. He's like Chuck Norris too, bro.
What did you say, nigga?
So Deku's walking home, and the sludge villain sees Deku, and the sludge villain's like, and he immediately recognizes Deku. He's like, oh nah, bro, nah, man. So he just lets Deku walk straight past, bro. And and also Deku's walking home fast too because he gotta fight a couple extra people, bro. Like they fought, they set up a thing, and on the way home he fights and he wins. He wins pretty easily. So shoot, and this video is getting pretty long, so I'm gonna do the entrance exam next video.